I'm now here with Jerry Maltby, owner of Broken Box Ranch, which is just incredible. And where are you from?
Williams, California, just north of Sacramento, about 60 miles.
That's awesome. And could you tell me a little bit about your operation?
We raise Charolais cattle and commercial cows, have a background in feedlot, and also raise rice.
That's really interesting. Why do you come to the DeBruycker Bull Sale?
Well, I've known Lloyd since about 1962, 63, and we got in the Charolais business about the same era, and so just I haven't been here in a number of years, and I wanted to come up and see the bulls.
That's awesome. And what do you look for in bulls?
Well, you know, the DeBruckers have always been a mainstay of the Charolais business, even when we had the Western Charolais Association, which Lloyd was very active in, and he always had a great eye for cattle, and we just are after bulls that represent the Charolais breed and thickness and smoothness, and we're after probably a pole bull, maybe to use as a herd sire.
Very cool. Wow, this has been awesome. And what's your favorite part about the DeBruycker Bull Sale?
Oh, it's hard to go to one place and see 700 bulls, and so it's nice because you can see the varieties of different sires, and you have a chance to see a lot of people you don't get to see all the time, and even though it's a long ways from home, it's certainly worth it. And I've known the boys since they were real small, and Jane is a tremendous person, and so it's always fun to come up and see them.
Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for interviewing.
I'm now here with Robert Wellman, and you're from Montana.
Right, yep, Valier, Montana.
That's awesome. And what brings you to the DeBruycker Bull Sale?
I've been attending this bull sale for over 40 years.
Really?
Right. I started with Lloyd DeBruycker. Now I'm working with his son and his grandsons.
That's awesome. And what do you enjoy about DeBruycker bulls particularly?
Well, we use about 80 to 100 DeBruycker bulls every year. Started out with a few, now we're all DeBruycker bulls, and they're good people to work with. So when you have good people to work with, it's easy to keep coming back.
Yes, it is. And what do you look for in your bulls?
I don't know, they've done a remarkable job of, trying to get everything that rancher needs in their bulls. They've worked real hard on getting the genetics right, the size right. So we have no problem with buying the top dollar bull or the medium dollar bull or the lower end bull, because it seems like they all have the same characteristics and quality that we're looking for.
That's fantastic. And what type of operation do you have?
We have just a cow-calf operation. We run about 2,000 cows, and we also farm.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah, well, nice speaking to you.
I'm now here with Cutter Martin, Kelly Martin's son, which is awesome. Thank you. Could you explain a little bit about the operation and what you're doing today?
We're just penning the bulls and bringing them in, me and Kaylor and Ockert, and just try to keep the sale going. I mean, everyone relies on us.
The backbone of what's going on today.
We're the backbone of bringing the bulls to the ring today. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
It's a beautiful day in Montana.
Yes, it really is.
A little breezy. My brother and I, Kessler, we run bulls with the family, and it's just nice to work together, and everyone does their part to get everything ready for the big day.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah, it's a pleasure speaking with you.
I'm now here with Kim Summers of Knott Creek Ranch, and this is super exciting because I am interviewing you now for the second time this year at the bull sale.
Yes, glad to be here. It's been a great sale. The bulls look really good this year. We've been really tickled with the bulls. So
that's awesome. And what type of operation do you have, and where are you from?
So I'm from Northwest Nevada, around the Winnemucca and Denio, Nevada area. I manage 3 ranches there for Lavaca and the May Brothers out of Colorado, and we've been buying bulls here for that company since 2014, and we've really enjoyed the bulls here. So
that's incredible. And why do you particularly enjoy DeBruycker bulls?
We like the way these bulls transition to the desert. They seem to handle the desert well, they travel well, and they'll take kind of our rough truck climate and the rough terrain, and so they work really good for us. And then we like feeding these calves. We feed these calves in Colorado, and we like the way they feed and the way they perform.
That's interesting. And what do you look for when you're purchasing bulls?
We're looking for big gainers, bulls that will travel straight and handle our country. So conformation is a big part of what we look for, but we also want bulls that'll put a lot of weight on a calf and perform well in our feedlots. So.
How many bulls are you looking to purchase today?
Oh gosh, I don't know, a handful anyway.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you again.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I appreciate it.
I'm now here with Joe Campbell, part of the DeBruycker family, raising Charolais bulls.
Yep, and we've been doing it, Kathy and my wife and I, for 35 years now. We started in '83.
Oh wow, that is awesome.
Yep.
What do you enjoy most about it?
I enjoy the calving end of it, just to watch trying to build a herd. It's really fun. The calves are fun.
That's really cool.
Yeah. This part of it, it's kind of like a harvest. It's the end of the time, get them gone, start into the next season.
Like a marathon.
Exactly, yeah. Like today we started at 11 o'clock and we're about 3/4 done. So we're selling about 75 bulls an hour.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, your bulls are incredible.
Well, thank you. This year I've heard that the bulls are more uniform than they've ever been. And we've got return customers from 25 years. It's kind of fun having them come back.
Yes, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How do you choose which bulls to breed?
We're pretty particular on what we breed to, and they got to be really correct and have the right temperament. That's about as important as anything.
Yes.
And be pretty thick and long.
Your bulls are very gentle.
Well, thank you. We've got to breed that way because people don't want bulls that are overactive and you can't handle them in a corral. So.
Yes, that could be very bad.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I'm now here with Kessler Martin, partner in the DeBruycker operation, which is just awesome, and you're going to talk a little bit about what you do.
Yeah. So what I do, we farm and ranch as one of the family members of the DeBruycker operation. I raise bulls for the whole operation. I have my own ranch entity. So yeah, I just
That's
calve
awesome.
them on my own with my brother. We bring them back in the fall. We run all the calves together. And then we grow them up here, grow them up slow, get them ready for the bull sale. Now I'm just here kind of trying to look at some bulls for some buyers down in Colorado and Texas that couldn't make it today or tomorrow. So yeah, they just want me to do some looking for them.
And because of how phenomenal your bulls are, they're sold across the country.
Yeah, from Texas to Canada, further north, it seems like, guys, like our bulls, and they're good quality bulls. They seem to do well, in the deserts in Nevada or the, Gulf Coast of Texas and Florida. They can go anywhere.
Yes, and Montana's harsh winters.
Yeah, and Montana's harsh winters, we might go from 60 degrees to -30 in a day. So, they're good hardy bulls. They'll be yield grades 1s and 2s, and they'll have a quality grade of a choice plus into prime. You just can't beat a Charolais cross calf.
Fantastic. What generation would you be?
Oh gosh, so I would be the 3rd generation from the DeBruycker Charolais, Lloyd, Grandpa Lloyd, but his father was also a farmer and rancher, but I would be Lloyd's grandson. So 3rd generation from Lloyd, starting the actual bull sale.
That's incredible.
But yeah, in terms of farming and ranching, I think, maybe going on the 6th generation of.
And what would you say it's been like being the next generation?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, a lot of opportunity, I think. The groundwork's been made by Grandpa Lloyd, then my uncles and aunts.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Yeah, of course. Same to you. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. I'm now here with Colin Campbell at the DeBruycker Bull Sale, and you're going to tell me a little bit more about your part in the operation in this awesome bull sale.
I do a lot of the back stuff. I bring the bulls in during the sale, and I try to keep the bulls going for everything. We sort and wash them and just try to keep the sale moving, basically.
That's awesome and such an important aspect.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Pretty fun back here. The bulls are good to sort, and they're fun to be around for sure. I enjoy it.
That's incredible. Well, thank you so much. It was great speaking with you. I'm now here at the DeBruycker Bull Sale with Brian Romaine, and you're a cattle producer. Could you tell me what you look for in the DeBruycker bulls?
Well, look for birth weights and how they move. I look for their feet and make sure that they have sound feet when they walk around the pens. And then I will look at how they indexed against their rivals, because they all go on test and they compete against each other, so to speak. And I look for the bulls that can add weight to the calves that they're going to produce. So I'm looking for kind of a meaty bull. I don't want one that's very tall, but yet I don't want one that's overly short neither. So basically you look for somebody that's muscular, like kind of like 184 there, where he's got some potential to add muscle and meat and weight to that calf in the fall.
That's very interesting. And what type of operation do you have?
It's a grain cattle operation between Chester and Fort Benton.
Very neat.
Yeah. So we've been operating out there since 1913.
Oh, wow.
So my grandfather homesteaded out there then.
Very cool. My great-grandfather emigrated from Denmark and homesteaded our farm in 1912.
Oh, good. Pretty close to the same time. Mine actually came from Cottonwood, Idaho.
Really?
Came over here, got off the railroad in Carter, Montana, and went out to the homestead.
That is awesome.
So I have no idea why he left Cottonwood, Idaho for Chester, Montana. It's always puzzled me. And I've been coming to maybe not everybody knows, DeBruycker Lloyd started in the Simmental business. I bought my first bulls from Lloyd, and they were Simmental, way back years ago. And then he switched over to the Charolais, and I think maybe I've missed one DeBruycker Charolais sale since then.
Wow. So you've been coming to these for a very long time.
I have been using DeBruycker bulls for a long, long time.
And what do you feel makes DeBruycker bulls stand out?
The boys back them, and they add pounds to the calf. If I didn't like the DeBruycker bulls, I wouldn't have been coming for, I don't know how many years they've been doing this, but I'm sure I was there the first Charolais bull sale they had.
Well, that's amazing. Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you had an awesome time watching and learned about this incredible operation. I hope to see you next year. Bye!